Hello, Mike Colson here with Medicare Insurance Counselors. This short little video is going to discuss Medicare supplement insurance, and I'm going to basically outline the advantages and disadvantages of using this method. The other method, of course, being Medicare Advantage. There's a slightly higher percentage of seniors that choose Medicare Advantage as compared to Medicare Supplement. The numbers are very, very roughly 14 million people that have Advantage plans, and maybe about 12.5 million people that have supplemental coverage. So slightly skewed in favor of Advantage. So we're going to zero in on Medicare supplements. Let me start with the disadvantage. It's very, very simple, and I can explain this in just very short, very quickly, and very easily. It's going to cost you more in terms of premium as compared to an Advantage plan. That's the main advantage of Advantage plans, is the cheaper premium. With a supplement, you will absolutely pay more in the form of premium. Now, the other side of the coin, here's what you're going to get. You're going to have substantially more freedom of choice in accessing your health care. Now, this is going to come in a few forms. Let me break that down and be a little more specific. With Advantage plans, it's either, the vast majority of them are either HMO or PPO. That means it's managed care. When we use that term managed care, that means the company does the managing. You have to have approvals for certain things. You have a primary care doctor that's going to be restricted what he or she can recommend to you based on the rules of the managed care plan, either the HMO or the PPO. So you're going to have restrictions with that, but with the supplement you don't have, first of all, you don't have a network. If you have a Medicare supplement, there is no network. You're free to use any provider that has an agreement with Medicare. And that's not all providers, but that's the bulk of the providers. So right off the bat with an Advantage plan, you're going to be narrowing the scope of the providers that you will have access to use. There's also restrictions with the Advantage plans, like I just mentioned a moment ago, as far as getting approval. With the Medicare supplement, you never have to have anybody's approval. You don't need to have Medicare's approval to have a certain procedure or a second opinion or whatever it is. You don't need the company's, the Medicare supplement insurer's approval. You don't need anybody's approval. So I count that to be a very large advantage of having a supplemental insurance. Another item that is quite often overlooked, when you have a Medicare supplement and now it comes time to have you add your prescription coverage, you're going to look at what is called a standalone prescription plan. Now, that standalone prescription plan is just exactly what its name implies. It's a plan of insurance that's going to just cover your meds and nothing else. When that Part D prescription plan might be built inside of a Medicare Advantage, you might like everything about the Medicare Advantage plan, the premium, the copays, and all the other ifs, ands, and buts. Your doctor may be a part of the network, or your doctors, whatever. But all of a sudden you look at the Part D part, and all of a sudden you have one or two meds that have very high copays, where if you did it the other way, you could have much lower copays. Now you got a tough choice to make. You're going to end up spending more money on the copays. You could very likely have spent that extra money and have the freedom that a Medicare supplement plan affords. So with the Medicare supplement, you have the option to tailor a Part D, a separate standalone Part D prescription plan that is going to be more cost effective in your case based on your meds. And the last item I'll mention here has to do with travel. If you have an Advantage plan, it's a network-based plan, as I already told you. Other than an emergency, this does not apply in an emergency, but anything that's non-emergency, if you're out of the company service area, you're out of luck. You can't do any regular doctoring or any kind of regular anything medical-wise when you're out of the company service area. And with a Medicare supplement, that is simply not an issue. With a Medicare supplement, if you want to go to the Mayo Clinic in Scottsdale, Arizona, you just go. If you want to go to the local university medical center, you just go. If you want to go across country to another medical center for whatever reason, you just go. You want to see some specialist with some very unusual disease or some complication that you have, you are free to go anywhere so long as the provider works with Medicare. So you have more freedom of choice of providers, and all the way around you just have more freedom of choice. That's what you're really paying for with the Medicare supplement, is you're paying for that freedom of choice. With the Advantage plan, that's why it's cheaper, is because you have the co-pays and you have the restrictions what providers you can use, and you also have the company having to approve the different various things that you may need, like MRIs, x-rays, etc., etc. So that concludes this video. I hope it has been helpful to you in understanding the advantages and disadvantages of a Medicare supplement insurance. This is all explained in more detail in my ebook, Imagine Understanding Your Medicare Insurance Options by Mike Colson. It's explained in the chapter on Medicare supplements, which is chapter 4. If you already have the book, you can refer to it, the ebook. If you don't have this ebook, it is available in the Amazon Kindle bookstore, and it retails for $4.99. Thanks for joining us.